CDT day 15. Ancient cliff dwellings. Literally in the side of this cliff. People lived here. Really cool. And there's a sense of openness in this landscape that's hard to describe in words or capture on video. It's incredible. And now the trail is totally closed as I'm walking through this narrow canyon. It's incredible how the CDT is such a trail of extremes. More hot springs. Woo! I love the Gila. Getting a little sun there, buddy. CDT day 16. I'm all packed up. It's 7 a.m. but I do not want to put on my fucking wet shoes, knowing I have to cross the river like 50 more times today. It's about 14 more miles till I get out of this river canyon, and my feet are gonna be wet the whole time. But gotta keep moving. Those are wild pigs down there. So I made it out of that river canyon. My feet are finally drying off. But once again, I find myself doing bigger miles because of the lack of water now. So I'm already at like pushing 21, and I'm carrying 4 liters of water because when it's this dry, you can never be sure if there's actually gonna be water where the map says there is, but supposedly there's water in another mile, and then a 15-mile waterless stretch after that. So I'm just gonna keep walking, heading north. Finally found a campsite with some decent little pools of water. CDT day 17. Struggling a little bit, feeling lonely and cold. It got so cold last night. There was frost on my tent and ice in my water bottles. I have some more warm layers that I wasn't planning on adding until Colorado, but I think I'm gonna add them as soon as possible. It's just part of a through hike, is feeling down sometimes and knowing that you have to just keep moving, put one foot in front of the other, and keep heading north. CDT day 18. Man, I'm feeling so grateful to be out here right now. I'm up at 9,000 feet and the air just feels incredible. It's just so fresh. Crazy experience yesterday. I stopped to have lunch and I looked back at where I came from and I saw big smoke clouds, and I hoped that it was, intentional, and continued hiking, got to camp, and about an hour later this guy shows up and it was not intentional. It was a fire that was spreading because of the crazy winds, and he had some pictures. He walked right through it, and we determined that I was about 3 miles ahead of the fire when it took off. Really, really crazy. So I hope that everybody was safe, and yeah, it's just so dry out here and crazy, but it's so freaking beautiful. God. This is my new brother, Nikola, from Croatia. He's an incredible filmmaker. I've seen his films on hiking and backpacking, and he's out here filming a documentary on the CDT. I'm gonna post a link in the description of this video to his work. We're having lunch here today. Yeah, man, sounds awesome. A nice quiet campsite to myself. This is the longest stretch between towns so far, 130 miles, and I am feeling it. Really looking forward to getting a shower. CDT day 19. I smell so bad right now, but I'm really happy. Been thinking, there's a saying in the thru hiking community, hike your own hike. And I think that's a really beautiful life philosophy. Something that's super simple, but not always easy to do. Yesterday, a couple guys ran by me and they're already doing 30 miles a day, like every day, and you know, it made me feel a certain kind of way, compare myself, and but I have to remember that, you know, this isn't a sprint or a marathon. It's much longer than that, you know. And what's important to me is staying healthy and hiking in a sustainable way, both physically and mentally. You know, there's already people who have gotten off trail due to injury, or they're not having fun, and you know, there's some people who are hiking faster than me, like those guys. There's some people who are hiking slower than me, you know, and I think it takes a lot of willingness and acceptance and discipline to really hike your own hike and know your own limitations as well as assets. You know, for me, I'm hiking between 20 and 22 miles a day right now, and that's perfect. You know, I don't feel destroyed. I feel, it's windy. I feel happy, you know, and that gives me, even if I never hike any more than that, that gives me plenty of time to get to Canada before the heavy snowfall up north. So, you know, if I do decide to push bigger miles, I'm not going to do that until after I get through Colorado. So I want to get to Canada and be with a smile on my face and just enjoy the time out here and just be so grateful that, you know, I'm just fucking living outside. It's so amazing. And as long as I hike my own hike and stay true to myself, you know, everything's gonna be all right. Woo! CDT day 20. So in the middle of nowhere, there's like this place called Davila Ranch, and there's just these kind of like buildings. There's a little kitchen in there. Some hikers are here. That's end game. And Nicola just cooked these feasts for everybody. Here he is in the kitchen. What's up, brother?
Jambalaya, what do you want? We have everything. We have potatoes, we have eggs, we have beans. Come on, come on.
Oh man, this place is great. Here's
Here's
Cutie, sous chef. Everybody has trail names, by the way. I don't think I've explained that yet. It's just like a thing. My trail name is Shredder. So this place is awesome. We're just feasting and having a nice little lunch.